Palestinians are filling the streets in protest once again, struggling to cope with harsh conditions under strict Israeli occupation.
The situation is getting worse and the problems are getting worse. The occupation army enters the camp, kills and arrests.
Israeli forces have been carrying out a days-long operation in the occupied West Bank. They have restricted access to the region and conducted a series of raids and arrests in search of suspects connected to a deadly string of attacks in Tel Aviv. The operation has seen Israeli troops kill several Palestinian civilians, including a lawyer, a teenage boy, and unarmed woman. Israel has drawn international condemnation and accusations of the use of excessive force, especially during the holy month of Ramadan. Palestinian factions in Gaza and the West Bank have called for mass protests against the operation, but Palestinians see little chance of ending their suffering.
Children's fate, their future, is clear. Today, as a child in Jenin camp, you grow up knowing my future is limited to 3 choices, either a martyr, a prisoner, or handicapped.
Israel carried out its raid operations inside the occupied West Bank after a string of deadly attacks that killed 14 people. Israel wants to arrest the father as well as the brother of the gang of gunman Raed Hazem. Israel says last Thursday he killed 3 Israelis in central Tel Aviv. But one analyst says Israeli operations inside the occupied West Bank are not connected to the attacks.
As long as Israel continues its occupation of the Palestinian land, building more colonial settlements, putting more checkpoints and barriers on the roads, denying the Palestinians' right to freedom, justice, and statehood, I think such situation would not end.
Palestinians in the occupied West Bank have been living under Israeli occupation since 1967, and there are usually only a couple of months in the year, such as the holy month of Ramadan, during which they are in a faster mood. But even this has been overshadowed by Palestinian funerals nearly every day and night for almost a week. And as the flame lit in Jenin spreads to other cities, concerns are growing that the latest tensions could lead to even more violence. Mustafa Fatih's Theatre World, Bethlehem, occupied West Bank.